doesn't take an intellectual to know that I'm bisexual. Technically pansexual. There is a difference, but it's in the same stratosphere, right? Hi guys, I'm Shelley. Welcome back to my channel and the bi book tag. Getting by. I'm getting by. So first of all, thank you very much to Moonbook for prompting me to do this video because I did not know a bi book tag existed, and it is genius. This book tag was made up by Books by Leo. I will link her down below because she's frigging excellent and really cute. I have a crush. BookTube is just full of very, very beautiful people. So technically I am pansexual. If you want to know the difference between bisexuality and pansexuality, I will leave a link down below explaining it because I never quite get my words out properly. Basically, bisexuality is when you are attracted to men and women, both genders. With pansexuality, you sort of take gender out of the equation. So you're attracted to men, to women, to non-binary folk. All of the folk, there is never really a type or a gender or a certain specific thing you go for. Though my best friend would argue that I have a type and it's called lumberjack. Men, women, non-binary, put on a check shirt, become outdoorsy, and I will swoon. Moving on, shall we actually get on with the tag? By the way, anybody who's seen Six, do you have an inkling for a drag show of it? Because I really freaking do. All of the queens. I'm just saying, why has that not happened? Question 1. Confusion. A lot of people think that bisexual people are just confused. Spoiler alert, they're not. Neither are pansexuals for that matter. Name a book character that is confused and going through their own journey in their own time. I have picked Georgia from Loveless by Alice Oseman. I recently read this. I mean, it is beautiful. It is the story of Georgia who goes to university, and before she goes she realises she's never kissed anybody and she's never really been overly attracted to anybody. Through the story of the book and the friendships that she has and the big journey that happens between this friendship group, Georgia realises that she might be, possibly, definitely is asexual. It is a beautiful book. I have never read an ace storyline before, and I'm just like, I'm ready for this. I am not ace, I'm not aromantic, but I know people who are, and they have not seen themselves represented in a book. And finally there was a lead character, main character, that was ace and aromantic, and my heart exploded for the representation in this book. Question 2, first crush. Name a book with characters that totally make you swoon. For this I have originally gone with, where is it? Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, more specifically The Night of Cake and Puppets, also by Laini Taylor, and is beautiful. I mean, I am in love with this illustrated copy of it. The reason I've picked this one over Daughter of Smoke and Bone is because I'm talking about Susanna. Susanna is the main character, Karu's best friend. This is specifically her book, as she realises that she might have a thing for this guy called Violin Boy. So Susanna is not gay, she is not bi, she's not queer, but I love her. Good God, do I love her. She is a ballerina who works with puppets. She is funny, she is sassy. I mean, I don't know how to describe her. I just love her to my core. I want to squish her, I want to hug her. That was my first reaction. Then I realised I'd quite like to kiss her too. And buy her cake, because she loves cake. And just, I mean, whenever I overly like a character, I can't describe them. I just kind of get confused. Question 3, coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Yeah, it took me till I was like early 20s to come out, and that was only the first round. I think as a queer person, you feel like you're permanently coming out, because there's always people you're just like, oh, I've got to do this again. Oh boy, here we go again. Hi, I am. Insert your sexuality here. I mean, there is an argument, and I believe it is a strong argument, that you shouldn't have to come out. Sexuality shouldn't define who you are, but unfortunately society is built up that way at the moment. I think it is changing, and I think as the world moves on, hopefully we won't have to come out anymore. But anyway, moving on to the question. Name a book that made you want to scream and gush and go whoop-de-friggin' do from the rafters and tell everybody about it. If you have been here before, this is not going to be a surprise answer. Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. This is the story of Simon, who is in high school in America. He is outed as being gay by somebody who cracks into his emails. He's having this quiet, sort of secretive relationship with somebody named Blue over internet. They don't know each other's identities, they just connected with each other over Tumblr. And all of their emails are then released out into the high school world, and Simon is forced to come out. That sounds like a horrible story, but within that, the emails between Blue and Simon, the friendship group that happens around Simon, his family. I wish this book was given to teenagers in schools. I hope to God this is on shelves in schools, because the way the family deal with Simon coming out, it's the way we all want to come out. Protected and cared for. The mum is just like, you get to be you now, you get to breathe out, you get to stop hiding. I love you. The sister is... This book gave me the courage to come out more, to recognise who I was more, even though I'm not a gay male, I am a queer woman. It just somehow gave me what I needed to be stronger. Okay, I need to stop holding this and move on to the next question. I'm only like 3 questions in, this is worrying. Question 4, recognition. Here we go. Bi erasure is a thing. So is pan erasure, by the way. Many people think that bi is a stepping stone towards fully gay. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. Many think that pansexuality is just being frigging greedy, and why can't you just have a type, and it's just an excuse to sleep around. It's really not, trust me, I haven't slept with that many people. Sometimes you're not straight enough for the straight people, you're not gay enough for the gay people. It's a whole big thing, and it's difficult to sometimes be seen. So name a book that made you feel seen and understood. Well, I've just gushed about Simon, I now have to gush about Calling by Your Name. And more specifically the character of Elio, who is bisexual because before or while he's having a thing for Oliver, he also starts dating Marcia and feels strongly for her. In the sequel to Call Me By Your Name, Find Me, you find that he has dated both men and women. This is the story of Elio, who is like 17, 18. Oliver comes to stay with his family over the summer. He has a very strong connection with Oliver, and a relationship starts, but through that, Elio is discovering himself. He's discovering how much he loves. He's discovering that he shouldn't hold back and that he should just go full force, and if it blows up in his face, it blows up in his face, but at least he tried. I connect with Elio a lot. I think he's a hell of a lot braver than I am, and I wish I was that brave to just go, hi, I really like you, do you want to kiss me? Because I often don't do that. I'm just like, I'm the person in the corner going, I want to kiss them, but I'm too scared to tell them. I really should make a move, but... But Elio is not that. He's just staring at Oliver going, I have to tell him, I'm going to tell him. And the moment he does tell Oliver his feelings for him, a dam breaks, and it is the most beautiful and astonishing thing. But I sort of connect with Elio because the way he thinks in his head. He overthinks things sometimes. He's over-analysing things. He's just like, should I do this? Should I do that? The way he moves around Oliver and connects with Oliver, it's beautiful writing, and I connect with Elio a lot, and I'm getting overly sentimental, so I need to put this down. Question 5, 50-50. Sexuality is fluid. Bisexuality isn't always 50-50. You don't always 50% like guys, 50% like girls. 70, 30, all of the numbers, it can move around. It can even move around as you get older, which I have found. So 50-50, a book you are unsure whether you love or hate. Right, don't at me, because I know it is genius, but Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I mean, the TV series was wonderful. Michael Sheen and David Tennant, oh my god. I mean, Michael Sheen is even on my t-shirt right now because representation. So this is the story of a devil and an angel who are trying to stop the apocalypse. Oh, I know the story, and yet it's just gone from my brain. They're trying to stop the apocalypse by finding the Antichrist. And they lose him, and they think he's the wrong baby, and they have this kind of bromance between the two of them because they've known each other from the dawn of time, literally since Adam and Eve. They're just like, we're on the opposite side, we shouldn't talk to each other, and You're funny, so are you. I kind of like you. I kind of like you back. One of them owns a damn bookshop. It's brilliant. When I read the book, I didn't connect with it. There's something about this specific book, in its book form, I don't get it. I didn't love it until it became a TV series. Don't at me, please don't at me. Question 6, the last question. Here we go. Community. Finding your place in a community is very hard. I have just said this. Sometimes you are not gay enough for the gays, you are not straight enough for the straights. Finding your people is very, very difficult, and in the end, sexuality shouldn't be added into this. And yet sometimes, a lot of the times, because of the way the world is built, it does. But finding your community is finding the people who love you and who you love, and you just, you feel at home around them. So name a book with an amazing group of friends or a community. You have no idea how difficult it was to pick this book because I was fighting between two so much. So I've picked two. I can't choose. So first of all, I've gone with Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is the story of Nick and Charlie, who are in high school. Charlie is gay, Nick is discovering he is bisexual. Many people have put this book and this book series into this tag because it is so beautifully written, but it's not just about Nick and Charlie, it's about their friends through the community that is high school, which can be very, very damaging because of bullying, because of stereotypes, because of teachers sometimes who do not want to understand and realise what their students are going through. This is about a group of high school kids who go through it and come out the other side such a tightly knitted group. So if you ever go to read Heartstopper, know that you're not just reading it for Charlie and Nick, you're also reading it for their friends, for their community, for the tight-knitness that is about to happen. And then it would be amiss, and I really couldn't leave out the Six of Crows gang. Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. More specifically, Crooked Kingdom, because the Six of Crows, there is a group of people who are trying to pull off a heist. And as Six of Crows begins, they're only just coming together as a group. But by Crooked Kingdom, which is the second book in the series, they are a gang. They are a tightly knitted group of people who support each other regardless of what they're going through, have massive family arguments. I mean, the amount these guys argue and bicker, but they become a family. I'm going to try and remember all their names. You have Jasper, Kaz, Inej, Matthias. Freaking hell. I'm missing two. Nina. One more. Jasper and... The person I was looking for was Wylan Van Eyck. Inej, Kaz, Wylan, Jasper, Nina, Matthias. Six of Crows. I have to pick the community of Crooked Kingdom because every single one of those characters has had rejection from their own family, rejection from their friend group, rejection from society in some respects, and they have come together and made their own community. And that's what the LGBTQIA relationship community is sometimes. It's people who have been rejected all over the place, so they come together, they knit together, and they make a family. And I'm so, so very grateful for my little knitted family. And that is very long by book tag. I couldn't not talk quite a lot in this one. Sorry. I am tagging you. If you would like to be tagged, please, please, please do it and I will watch it. Or tell me about the books that you would recommend that from these prompts down below. If you would like to put like a little queer rainbow or a little queer heart down below, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. I never know how to just ask for interaction. I don't know why. I'm a scaredy cat, but please interact with me. I'm a little needy. I'm on YouTube, of course I'm needy. Hope you guys are good. I hope you enjoyed the madness that has been the By Book Tag. Gemba. I'm gonna be singing that all day now. I'm just gonna have to put it on and get it over with. Bye. Ow! Am I that trippy over my words? I'm gonna hate myself when I go to edit this. Sorry!